right, so some new numbers out now for today's Torcon. The red zone area hasn't changed a whole lot, but the numbers have been upped a little bit.
That's right. We're now at a 5. Well, 3 here in southern and South Dakota, but our numbers are going as high as a 5 in places like west and central Nebraska. So that's upped.
Yeah, we still have a 4 for you now in western Kansas, so that number up as well. So the tornado risk is something we're watching today. We're also going to watch the risk for some heavy rain as well.
That's right. And we're also talking about
So let's talk more about what's happening with this rainfall.
Yeah.
It is unusual to get this much rain in May in Southern California.
Definitely not the wet season, but look at San Diego. The rain since May, 2.11 inches. This is the average, by the way, 0.12. So we're worlds apart here in terms of the rainfall.
I think there's only been 3 Mays where we have seen a day with this much rain, right? And so we are going to continue to watch it today, adding to the numbers, adding to the records. We've got rain out there still here in a little bit of a break across portions of San Diego right now, and a black break. Right? There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the radar getting up even more into southern parts of the LA area. Orange County getting some rain too.
That's right. I think inland Orange County probably getting the majority of it right now, but we're getting a couple of showers here along the 5 in LA as well. So definitely every drop, welcome rain there in Los Angeles. I think by tonight though, all of this is really going to wind down.
All right, so will it help the drought though? That's a big question.
That's right. And California's drought only getting progressively intense just as the state enters the hottest months of the year.
NBC News' Miguel Amaguer has a startling and exclusive look at the severity and extent of the state's decreasing water levels. Tomorrow will be very busy. So will Sunday. So let's get into the Sunday storm threat. And we've got a large area, which does include the Midwest and Chicago. Now, since we have torcons of 4 and 5 across the plains today, now's a good time to look at how we determine the strength of tornadoes. Meteorologist Mark Elliott explains how it all focuses on the damage. All right, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, well, the severe weather threat in Texas this weekend is courtesy of what we call the dry line.
All right, so coming up, a deep dive into this weather phenomena. All right, San Diego, too, had some rain. Padres having to deal with it, too. And a lot of rain for May, more than 2 inches so far and counting. We only average less than 1/4 inch. 0.12 actually is the average for May. So this is unusual.
Very unusual. And, you know, they're still getting some more rain out there today in San Diego as well. If we take a look at live radar, you can see some of those showers pushing through with more to come as well. So certainly the rain needed here, stretching now all the way up into Orange County, almost on the doorsteps of you in Los Angeles. Parts of downtown LA probably getting a little bit of water right now.
Yeah, this is actually increasing. See a few reds coming up here, and not out of the question to see see some brief gusty winds or maybe some small hail. We saw it yesterday in Las Vegas, right? When you get this kind of system in the west, that does sometimes bring us that chance.
Right. I don't think LA is probably going to get a lot more rain.
Right.
It looks like the bulk of it's probably going to be to the south of you, but nonetheless, it's interesting to talk about as we watch the evolution of this track out. Moves out tonight, and then I think that's probably about it for a while.
That's it. Although next weekend, I have to say, there's a similar pattern, not the same, but similar. So of course, this is a story we'll keep following. A little too late then when it comes to the drought.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, we have that risk area across that region for thunderstorms that may bring the chance of tornadoes. Julie. All right, more about this weekend's severe weather threat. Greg Carbon is warning coordination meteorologist for the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Greg, thanks again for being here with us. We've been talking about the severe threat for this upcoming weekend for the last couple of days. Is everything still on progress, you think, as we would have expected?
Oh, absolutely.
Very often you see those bathrooms are still standing after the fact, after a tornado comes through. So that's a good place to go.
And bike helmets, always good to throw into your safety kit. All right, so Weather Center Live continues back at the top of the hour. We'll track the severe weather threat for not just today, but we'll take you through the entire weekend. Busy radar already today. Got a couple of areas of thunderstorm activity. Nothing severe right now up here across Nebraska and South Dakota. Omaha, you're in luck that this storm is sort of falling apart as it came towards you. There was some lightning in it earlier, and there might have been some small hail earlier, but not anymore.
There's a little more to come with this, though. This one that's coming through Lincoln right now could also clip Omaha as it's moving on through if it holds together. And then we're looking at more rain here in South Texas, and this is a really big story. The possibility of some flooding going on down here.
I mean, look at all these flash flood warnings. One of them goes until 3. This one, new one, goes until 1:45, but the other one behind it goes until 3:15 local time. Inches and inches of rain, and more to come, as you can see.
Look at all that lightning showing up as well. So we've got the potential for severe weather here, as well as in places like Dallas. You're pretty dry right now. We had a little rain come through earlier this morning, but certainly we'll start to see things bubble up likely throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, watching that big batch out there to see if that holds together.
Right. Well, of course, tornadoes, the most dangerous threat we could face over the weekend, whether it's an EF1 or an EF5. The power of tornadoes is just incredible.
Severe weather expert Dr. Greg Forbes shows us exactly what these powerful twisters can do. All right, Jim Meyer from the National Weather Service in Omaha. Appreciate you joining us to talk about the severe weather risk. Another busy weekend ahead for many, and you just got the update on the Omaha area. It does look like tomorrow is going to be the busier day with the higher risk for more severe weather.
That's right. And coming up, we're going to talk in depth about the current severe weather pattern, why it seems to keep repeating over the weekends.
Plus, we'll look at the areas at risk today.